put it down somewhere. Here it is. Right, I've been, well, let me stand out of the way of the camera, then you can see the skip. I've been just clearing out here, just to get rid of some of the old, where we took the ivy down in May. I'll bring it a little bit closer, might be a lot easier to see it. We cleared all the ivy in May, and it's just been a big pile really of rotting bits and pieces. So just to tidy it up a little bit, and I'll come back a bit. A couple of years ago, I think the farmer said this is bits of a tree, that one up there, that came down just on the top of his shed there. So that has been laying under all of the bramble for the last couple of years. So I'm just trying to get to that, clear that out, pull the bits and pieces of that out, and just thought that you might like to join me whilst I do it. But this is what I've got so far. Of course, I was already halfway through it before I thought, oh, might be worth filming just a little bits and pieces. So I'm going to carry on raking and putting that on to the skip, because the skip's going to go again soon. So I may as well make use of the last little bit of space in there and do something a bit nicer than the nasty stuff that we've been doing. So here we go. You're not going to be able to see all of it because unfortunately the IBC is in the way, but can't really lift that and move it out of the way. But I'm going to be around back and forward, and I forgot my gloves, so I'm going to get them first. I always forget my gloves. And you might hear cows as well, because they're in the shed today. Right, here we go. Oh, and I remembered to put my microphone on to be able to hear me all the way over here, even if you can't see me. Actually, don't know where. Let me turn that camera. That's better. Yeah, get the skip in as well. But we did this back in, I think it was May. We came down because we didn't complete until the April from going Sailor Greed in October, and we wasn't going to bother coming because we were going to be moving over in June anyway. But then the excitement was too much. So we came over in May and just did a few little bits and pieces. And this is some of the ivy, just so we could get into the outbuildings really, more than anything else, and clear a little bit of it off to stop it damaging the walls any more than it already has. But like I said, this tree, or the branches of this tree, have been there quite a while, so there's not much to them. quite dry and brittle. I just thought it would be nice to get rid of it out of the corner. And still quite have a bit of it in the back there. And there's a lot of brambles as well, so I've had to remove some of the brambles so I can get to the tree, because the brambles have grown all over the tree. What's that? Don't know what that is. It's just branch after branch. I think it must have been quite a large tree looking at what I've pulled out so far. Don't know if it was not really sure. I don't know if it was another hawthorn like the one above me at the moment. But it looks so much bigger taking these bits away. Running out of space on top of the skip though. And I think we worked out earlier on, this is like our 4th skip. And it's really just for clearing the house of all the furniture. We haven't actually done any major work so far, and it's taken 4 skips to get rid of, just to get it to where we can actually start to do some work. We may even need 1 more skip yet, not sure. We should have shares in the skip company, I think. But the man who delivers the skips, he's really nice, so it's fine. Hello. Now, I said you might hear some cows. But I must admit, we are looking forward to the skip going, even if it is for just a little while, just so we can actually use this space without having to go round the skip every single time. Got there, big pole. We got a little robin around here somewhere, and Ben's nicknamed him Egg because he has no little tail feathers. So he looks like the shape of an egg, but he comes out to watch what's going on every now and again. Just to supervise, I think. I think he lives in the ivy above the smaller outbuilding. Well, that's where we think he lives. Not sure. I don't know if you can see on the camera, there's a blue string tied around that tree, looking a bit like a washing line, which really it isn't. I'll bring the camera and I'll show you. Right, there you go. Here's blue string attached to our tent, and we'll be living in this, I think, for the last fortnight now, maybe. We just rejigged it again today because it was been a bit blowy the last few days, and even though this looks like lovely grass, which it is, just maybe, I don't know, an inch or so below that is stones and rocks, and so you can't put any tent pegs in it. So Ben's come up with this system. All the guy ropes from the front attached to the tree. We have blocks holding the front down, and I can't really squeeze past that gap there, but the back is also held up with the blocks there too, really heavy. And this is where we sleep. And this we got given a sofa bed by the daughter of the lady who used to live here. She was getting rid of one, and she rung and said, we thought of you, would you like it? And it has been fantastic, and it's meant we only actually had to spend one night on a blow-up bed, which wasn't so fantastic. So that's where we sleep, and we sleep pretty well, other than a couple of nights where it was absolutely torrential rain and the wind. It woke us up then, but you can just about see Ben's solar panel peeking out from behind the skip. So stick you back down. Don't really get to see much because of the IBC, but it's there. Where's my rake? Put it down somewhere. Here it is. Not sure what this is. Plastic, I think. Oh, stupid brambles. Quite a lot of mess everywhere. Running out of space a little bit. We're going to have to squash it down a little bit. Where are you? It's coming over a little dark. It is forecast to rain this afternoon. So I can hear him, can't see him. Come around. Mm. Don't fall off. You're pain in the backside. Not sure I can get much more on the skip. Very dark. Get in. Rambles. Right, I think I will leave it there because it's getting ever so dark. And it does tend to heavens open all in one go. And I need to zip the tent up as well. So, a little bit more on the skip. Doesn't actually look a lot more. It is. And that just looks a little bit clearer than it did before. You'd have to see previous videos. I don't know if we can try and find a video that had the mound where it sort of was up to around there in ivy. And some of that tree's now gone. Still bits of it in there. You can see it towards the back. There's a stone wall below all of that, believe it or not, under all the moss and the ivy. There is a stone wall that runs along there. And that was that building that you can't really see because there's so much brambles around it. But that's it. I'm going to go now because if it rains and that tent's still open, it's not going to be nice later on. So, I'll see you again